Hello everyone. There's a very interesting thread on Spectrum started by Jumpgate, cheating, an epidemic in Star Citizen. CRG, what are you doing about the cheaters? Your own employees, Vanka and Fearon, repeatedly acknowledging awareness of the issues, but seemingly nothing being done by the programmers to fix it. Cheating and exploiting the game is a bigger problem right now than ever before. Box glitches are everywhere. They are ruining exec hangars, contested zones, and the Hafer events, breaking doors and printers and cheating their way through gameplay loops. Cheaters are blowing up ships at scale with the emergency hatch release, gaining access to ships using bugs and exploits. Exploits on Alpha use here are rampant. People are duping items, weapons, and ship parts. Credits mean nothing because of the cheaters. We have people putting 8 SU containers in their pants and using those boxes to restrict access to gameplay areas amongst a bunch of other things they use this exploit for to gain unfair advantages. We have invulnerable people and invisible ones causing all sorts of problems. And most recently, players have figured out how to wear more than one piece of armor, in essence doubling their health. There's zero legitimacy to the game as it exists. I have never played a game where the cheating is so rampant. What are you doing, CRG, to stop the cheating? And yes, if you are a box glitcher, you are a cheater. I made many videos over the years. Star Citizen is clip galore. Ships, buildings, doors in Star Citizen have more holes than a Swiss cheese. You can glitch into almost any ship vehicle with an interior. It is so easy, it actually happens by accident all the time. I cannot count the times my character was glitching in and out of ships without me even trying. It was just by accident. Now some people will say, it's an alpha, give them more time to cook. Yeah, but we are near 13 and according to Carl Jones, CRG is at $1 billion in funding so far. For so much time and so much money, this is really amateurish, sorry. Some of those issues are of course server related, so hopefully when CRG can get server meshing to work with acceptable lag and do things, some of those issues will go away. But not all of them. I said this many times, a good game starts with a good foundation, something CRG never did. Even now in year 13 we are still missing basic mechanics and this game doesn't have a good solid foundation. The code structure is old and rotten, we have quick and dirty fixes, several layers on top of each other. When someone wants to add a new mechanic, he actually has to take into account all those older quick and dirty fixes. Over the years, CRG lost a lot of very good devs, mostly replaced by cheap, young, inexperienced people. Now it's fine to give young people a chance, but they need experienced people around them to lead them and to guide them. Not many of those are left working at CRG. Let's take a look at some of those comments. Pointer, I agree with this and last year have been the absolute worst for inspiring me to take this game seriously. Instead it feels like the game's integrity is crumbling and CRG is too busy working on Squadron 42 to care about maintaining any resemblance of quality in the PU. Nurseman, every patch does feel like everyone trying to be the first to make the viral YouTube video on the quickest way to circumvent the game, break the design and skip actually playing the game and arrive specifically at the end goal of having all the ships you want. To make this perfectly clear, I hate cheating in online games. I absolutely hate people who are doing this, but Star Citizen makes it way too easy. It's so bad that it's actually almost unavoidable to do at least a little bit of cheating now and then. Yeah, this tells you a lot about the state of this game. When some people even cheat unintentionally, your game is really rotten, Chris. I think the only solution is to clear your code base, Chris. But there are so many quick and dirty fixes on top of each other. There's so much spaghetti in your code, so many else statements. I don't see how this can happen without stopping development for like 2 or 3 years. And this won't happen. No, you forgot the people who are dropping hostile NPCs inside the stations. And we have this. Yeah, someone was decorating a space station. How is this even possible? It's only possible if your code is terrible, if you don't care to put in things to fight cheating. And easy anti-cheat is not a solution for CRG. Easy anti-cheat does not correct your rotten code base, Chris. HoloMac, the people responding to his post by suggesting that the cheating actions and behaviors other players demonstrate and act upon don't affect other people, is truly baffling to me. Yes, there are people in this thread writing, "It's never, why do you care? There's no economy." Yes, but a lot of people are already putting a lot of time into this game, and it's not fun if cheaters have it much easier and if cheaters can just kill you without you being able to fight back. And if a game studio in year 13 with $1 billion in funding seems to be unable to stop the rampant cheating in the game, what hope is there for the next 13 years? This is a multiplayer game, not only that, but an MMO as well. It's pretty hard to ignore the behavior or brush it off when you find 6 armor boxes in front of every single door in a contested zone, even the ones where the fuse to open the door is within arm's reach. Yeah, well said, HoloMac. Hageland made a meme. Ban the exploiters and hackers. Best I can do is ban them till the next limited LTI war bond sale. Yeah, CRG is only caring about the money they make. CRG doesn't care about the state of the game, not even now in year 13 with $1 billion in funding. Sebastian Rush, what can they do? Nothing. The game, oh sorry, the perpetual alpha is completely broken. Employees, they are only inexperienced juniors working at the studios. What can you do? Pray and hope for divine intervention if you want Star Citizen ever be playable one day. Yeah, if you watch Inside Star Citizen and Star Citizen Live, you see mostly young, inexperienced faces nowadays. A while ago there was in Star Citizen Live about craft life and driving physics, and the people who were answering the questions were so young they didn't even experience John Bridges' craft life. The 3.1.4 craft life, which was really fantastic, killed after John had to leave with the new flight model in 3.5. Corvin Tail, you are absolutely correct, contested zones have become a joke. I have literally been engaged by people who solo killed 6 of my orc mates while being shot by all of them at the same time after dropping down to the ceiling and moving superhumanly fast through the zone. FPS combat is a joke right now because of the cheating. Nurseman, it was a mistake, for example, to so heavily gate access to components behind PvP instead of horrendous but peaceful prices versus intense FPS PvP. Well, this is well known for decades. If you lock good items behind PvP, there will always be exploits, and this game, Star Citizen, has so many exploits, it's laughable. Pointer, there's a well-known notorious Star Marine cheater that has already been reported by multiple players belonging to multiple different orgs. The cheater has never been banned, even though there's an abundance of footage from various sources of the person cheating, speed hacks and aimbots. The cheater has even released a cheating tool for Star Citizen that became quite famous after it was covered by one of our community's highest profile YouTubers. The only conclusion we have is that CRG doesn't care, even in the face of overwhelming evidence. They did nothing. More than a year ago, Narfesh told this to us. There are cheaters in Star Marine with ungodly high kill-to-death ratios. Of course, everyone can get lucky now and then, but some people are just cheating. It's so obvious. When certain names appear in the player list, some other people are just leaving the game and doing something else. Some people in this thread wrote, let's just report the cheaters. No, CRG does nothing, even if there's overwhelming evidence. Nothing at all. The link to this thread is in my first pinned comment below. Please go on Spectrum and tell CRG what you think about the state of the game, the state of cheating in year 13 at $1 billion. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Okay, I have to check my screens. Save status and shield status. Flickr. Chris, put the flight ready button right where you are changing the screens. Okay, so I'm moving around because physics is hard for CRG. And now door will close automatically. Yeah. 10 out of 10, and one container glitched through and now it's on top. Yeah, this isn't exactly a very good way to load your ship, Chris. And even when I use a very bad radial menu, there's only close. There's no separate elevator up. And now my mule gets kicked into the caterpillar. Yeah. Some people say I'm too negative, but come on people. This is a $1 billion project in year 13 with mechanics that are worse than in very, very small indie games I have seen. There's no excuse for this. I don't judge this game like I would judge a small indie dev studio in year 1 or 2. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.